All right, today we're going to talk about the fundamental theorem of calculus. There are two parts to this theorem. We're going to talk about the evaluation part, confusingly sometimes called part two, but we're introducing it first. So we're just going to call it the evaluation part. So let's start with the fact that last chapter we derived this equation right here. If I am taking the integral from a to b of some function f of x with respect to x, I can just actually calculate that by finding the antiderivative. Remember that this is the antiderivative, capital F, and I can evaluate that at b and then subtract the evaluation at a, and that's the value of the integral. Another way that you will see this written is you will see it written as f of x, the antiderivative, evaluated from a to b, which means the same thing. You figure out the upper limit, you figure out the lower limit, and you take the difference between the two, and that gives you the integral. So let's, oh, that was awkward. I didn't mute my phone. Okay, now it's muted. So let's go ahead and take a look at a quick example here. This will be example 5 in this chapter. And we've got the integral from -1 to 3 of x cubed plus 1 dx. And so first thing I need is I need to find the antiderivative of x cubed plus 1. Well, I know that that has to be an x to the fourth because the derivative will make that go down 1. I know that when I take the derivative of x to the fourth, I will get 4x cubed, which means I need a 1/4 in front of it to compensate for that. And I know that the derivative of 1, or the antiderivative, excuse me, of 1 is just x. So this is equal to 1/4 x to the fourth plus x, evaluated from -1 to 3. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to plug in the 3, 1/3, 3 to the fourth plus 3. Second thing we're going to do is plug in the -1, 1/4, -1 to the fourth plus -1. We are going to subtract them, and when we do, we get 24. Just as an aside, you all know this, but it doesn't hurt to emphasize, don't forget to put these parentheses here because you're subtracting that whole thing. Otherwise, you'll end up subtracting 1 at the end instead of adding 1. So the area under the curve x cubed plus 1 between -1 and 3, and if I were to look at a quick graph of this, there's a vertical transformation, and what I am interested in right here is the area from -1 to 3. All of that is equal to 24. All right. If you are in one of my classes, go ahead and do exercise 29. 29, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.